Well, hello, my YouTube friends and family. Cecil Pearson Jr. coming back at you here live today. Doing a little surgical update and question and answer. We forgot to do that, or I forgot to do that. We didn't forget anything. I did. Forgot to do that on this past week, so I'm going to go ahead and do that today. If and we get anybody in, I don't know if we will or not. Hello, Van Cleve, Luke, Dana, Coonsey. Ash, April. Brother Bud. Exploring with Big Red. There's Clint. And Tony and Travis. Dweffy. Pamela. Luke T. Lord, a lot of folks apparently sat at my desk yesterday whilst I was out. Hello, Gail. Oh, I hear that, Tony. I know I got to shave my face today, my face and my head today. I'm on talk about some controversial stuff. I always do, though, so that ain't nothing new. Well, first things first, I'm going to talk about the foot. I don't remember the surgeon coming in. Gail said that he did, but I don't remember him coming in. But she said that he reported to her that he got all the dead stuff cleaned out of it, got it all nice though. Well, as wounds are never nice, I guess. But he got the edges where they'd go back together and stay that way. And sent some bone off that was exposed to make certain that for testing to be certain that there was no infection or nothing in that. And well, they generally just hit me with Versed and something else. I don't know what. I think it's nitrous. But yesterday, Oh, yesterday I had a new anesthesiologist. Yes, I did. And this guy poured a stiff drink. I mean to tell you, he hit me with enough propofol. That dude must have thought I was Michael Jackson or something, because he hit me with enough propofol. When I got to the house, I slept, woke up for a few minutes, then I slept for a few hours, woke up for a few minutes, short minutes, then I slept for a whole bunch of hours, woke up for a few minutes, long enough to pee, and then went back to sleep and woke up just a few minutes ago. Holy crap! I mean, I realize I'm a big guy, but Lord have mercy. That old boy must have been like, well, he looks big. Let's go in and get him a big dose. I mean, they hit me with it, Jack. Whoo! And when I was awake, I'm believing I was, I don't know for a fact. I don't really remember it. But I'm believing I was goofier than a three-legged duck. Morning, Teresa. But yeah, boys. I do remember after surgery, I went to the bathroom, and I generally don't take a notion. I write songs in the bathroom, but I generally don't take a notion to sing in the bathroom. But I'm guessing, to my extremely inebriated, intoxicated, propofol brain, that the acoustics sounded real good in this bathroom. Because I distinctly, let me find out from Gail if it's the truth, because I might be fit to tell a lie. Gail,
What?
when I was at the bathroom yesterday in the surgery center,
Yep.
did I sing "This World Is Not My Home"?
No. You sang that while you were sitting on the bed. What you sang in the bathroom was "The Dog Is on Fire."
Oh, okay.
You want to know that answer? That's what you were singing
That's,
on the potty.
well, there you go. I don't know if y'all have heard that Tim Watkins song, I think's his name.
Uh-huh.
But he said one of the verses to it is uh, "Hey, little mama, don't get upset. I think you better go and call the vet. It's your heart's desire. Oh, the dog's on fire." But anyway, at some point I was singing, "This world is not my home." I thought that's pretty cool. that even messed up, you know, I could still find it in myself to sing about the Lord a little bit. But yeah, what I want to discuss here, anyway, I go back to see the doctor sometime next week. But they did the skin grafts and all that stuff, and I go back to see the doctor sometime next week, and he's gonna check on the progress of the closure and all that stuff. And because of the skin graft, I'm probably gonna have to see him 2 times a week, which means I'm gonna be broke, sure enough. I'm already broke as a haint, but I'm gonna be broke, sure enough. Um, I got 2 days left on my inhaler in there, and no way of getting that refilled yet. But Tony, I do want to let you know that my tank like tack works pretty good. They rolled me up there to the operating room, and this anesthesiologist comes out and he goes ahead and juices me with something. He says, "I got some medication here. It's going to make you feel like you don't care." And he shot it to me, and instantly my inhibitions were gone. It just whoo, who I was erased. Whoo, gone. And the nurse says, he's still got his dentures in. Um, I don't know if that's all right with you or not. And he goes, "It is not okay with me that he has his dentures in. They have to come out." And I said, "Well, the last feller that did this didn't make me take my dentures out." To which this guy says, "Do I look like the last man you had in ya?" I said, "No, to me, you look like a dick." That's the last thing I remember. If Tony's driving, he's now running a ditch. But you know what, folks? You ought not to juice a fella and then be rude to them when they've got tact like I do. Because I didn't have the ability not to say that. I didn't. I didn't possess it. It was not within me. I did repent later, mind you. When I remembered it, I did repent. But I think even Jesus went, he's got a point. But I do know that they took my teeth away from me and put them in this little round cup and put them on the bedside of me. Like my butt needed to know what my teeth smelled like. What my brain was thinking anyway. Why are you putting my teeth that close to my naked backside? And why do I got to be naked for you to operate on my foot? You got me naked as the day I was born. Why? It's a foot. But they did, boys. That little old nurse, she come in there and everything that you weren't born with, take off. And just smiled, and I'm like, what? If you weren't born wearing it, take it off. It's a foot. You're operating on a foot. Why do you need my drawers? That's at least 3 feet away from my foot. I realize I might look like CJ in the shower with a frightened turtle, but I still don't want to show anybody what I got. Nobody needs to see my scared turtle. But anyway, that was surgery, or one I remember of it. Now, to talk about what I wanted to talk about, and then we'll do the questions and answer thing. If you want to protest, if you at these colleges or anywhere else for that matter, if you want to protest Israel bombing Palestine, that's your right. I don't know about any of you guys, but I know that every single soldier in this on this service, and on this channel, and that watch this later, every single soldier fought for you to have that right to be able to assemble and to protest and to speak your mind. If you want to protest against anti Semitism, I think that is your right. That, again, every soldier fought for you to have that right. I fought for each one of you to have freedom of speech. Yes, I did. So did my family members who are dead and gone. My sister who lives on the other side of the county. A lot of my friends. We all fought for you to have the right to freedom of speech. We may not agree with what you've got to say, but we believe that you have a right to say it. This channel stands behind and prays for Israel. We stand behind and we pray for Israel. And we do not feel sorry for the Palestinians at all. Not a bit. That's my position. If you, as you're protesting, are told by law enforcement Time for you to go. If you're willing to be arrested for your beliefs, I am, then stand there. With that being said, the woman in the park that was feeding the homeless, the policeman told her, you can't, y'all cannot be out here feeding the homeless. There's an ordinance against it. You can't be out here doing that. If you don't pack up and leave, take your grits, your eggs, your pancakes, your bacon, your sausage, your biscuits, and your gravy, and your toast, and your syrup, and your coffee, and your tea, and leave, we're going to arrest you. The pastor looked right at the officer and said, would you like a plate, sir? We'll fix your breakfast. I'm going to need you to stand up, turn around, put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest. The pastor stood up, turned around, put his hands behind his back, and went to jail. He was willing to go to jail to follow the commandment of Jesus, and that is, I was hungry and you fed me not. Jesus said, feed the hungry. This man went to feed the hungry with some of his congregation. When the cops said stop, they said no. The cops said y'all under arrest. They went to jail. End of. Now, these protesters, they come out and the cops tell them, you got to go. Campus don't want you here doing this. It violates school policy. You got to go. We ain't going. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. And you decide to fight the police, number one, use an idiot. You are an idiot. Now, not only are you going to jail, you're going to go to jail with a knot on your head and taser prongs in your chest. But you still going to go to jail. Don't fight the cops. Go to jail. You've been told, leave or go to jail. If your beliefs are strong enough, go to jail. But don't fight with the cops. You're only going to go sore and tired. And now you done caught a felony for assault on a police officer and felonious resist. Now, you fought them. You got tased. You got took to jail. When you get on social media and you start telling how you were mistreated by the law, that they violated your rights, that they assaulted and accosted you, understand that there's video of you spitting on that officer, hitting that officer, kicking that officer, biting that officer. You deserve what you got. Stop your whining, shut your mouth, and take your whipping. You did it. You fought the law and the law won. 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 We could always go for the ever popular, I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot the deputy. Don't whine and cry about it. You did it. Get over it. Get out there and get you some more of it. But y'all, I'm from Georgia. I'm used to dealing with the Georgia State Patrol. I don't know what y'all know about the Georgia State Patrol, but a little old girl did a video I watched. I can't remember when. But she did a video I watched, and she was talking about Georgia State Patrol. Some folks think that the Georgia State Patrol is only in Atlanta. They not. They everywhere. Everywhere, brothers, everywhere. They hide behind trees, behind signs. They hide in cornfields. They hide in onion fields. They hide in peanut fields. They hide in cotton fields. They just hide everywhere. They like cockroaches. I think when mamas give birth and their child is meant to be a Georgia State police officer, they're actually born with a Smokey Bear hat on first. Yeah. These cats, oh, you got a Hellcat? You gonna run from them? But guess what? They got a Hellcat too. And they've been trained to drive it just to wreck your stuff. They've been trained by some of the best stunt drivers in the world to tear you up. And this little girl had a very good point. The more you run from a Georgia State trooper, the madder that sapsucker's going to get. For every mile he has to chase you, he gets more angry. That's a fact. I don't know if you've ever dealt with the Georgia State Patrol, but I have. I was young and dumb and about 17 years old, riding a motorcycle. When I took a notion, I wasn't going to stop for that Georgia State trooper that was behind me because I was doing 90 in a 35. And I'm, oh, I seen him come up behind me. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'll outrun this cat. Not. I stop, turn, and head down a dirt road. This old trooper won't know this dirt road. I got him now. Wow, I'm on it, son. On it. 70, 80, 90 mile an hour down a single lane dirt road. Woo! I'm skinning it back and letting the gnats have it. Yeah, whoa! But I can still hear whoa, 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 whoa behind me. And all of a sudden I feel it on my motorcycle. This trooper has gotten tired of chasing me, and I've made him just mad enough to bumping stuff. He bumped the back tire of my motorcycle and sent me out into the middle of a pond. Whoo! I was treading water before I could say don't do it. Motorcycle gone at the bottom of the pond, and there I am at the top of the water like this. Got a helmet on. I look like a yellow cork. And he's up there shouting at me, swim to me. If you make me get wet, I'm sending you to prison. Swim to me. I swam over there to him and I got out and he grabbed me by the shirt that way. How old are you, boy? I'm 16. I'm just 16. Take that helmet off, boy. Let me look at you good. I took my helmet off. He pulled me up good and close and he went, I'm going to do for you exactly what your daddy's going to do for you when you get home. Have you lost your mind? And this officer pimp slapped me right there by that pond. He chucked me in the back of that car and drove me home to my mother. And Grandma Ruth was down there too. Mama come out and she went, can I help you, officer? He said, only if this belongs to you. And he opened the back door and pulled me out with my helmet. And she went, yes, that's mine. What did he do? I got him at 92 in a 35-mile speed zone. And then he decided he wanted to run from me on his motorcycle, which is now at the bottom of such and such's pond. To which my grandma said, it can stay there. He won't be needing the motorcycle for a while. On reckless driving, you have to go to court. You don't have a choice in the matter. You have to go to court because the judge sets your fine in Georgia. They set my fine at $190. And the judge looked at me. He said, "Do you have $190 in your pocket?" I said, "Yes, Your Honor, I do." He said, "Well, that's good, because if you didn't, you'd be going over to the juvenile detention center where you get to hang out with the other delinquents until somebody could pay that fine for you. If that meant nobody paid it, that would mean you would never get out. So let's have your $190 now." I give him the $190. He says, "Now, have you got another $125 in your pocket?" And I said, "I do, Your Honor." He said, "Good. That's the cost of the court. I'll have that too." And I counted him out $125. He said, "And have you got $85? I said, "Yes, sir, but we're getting kind of close to the end of my pocketbook. I hope you're getting kind of close to the end of the book you're throwing at me." Even back then, I didn't have no sense. To which the judge says, "How much money have you got left in your wallet?" And I counted it out and I said, "About $220. He goes, "Well, count me out 85 of it." And I did. And he goes, "This is for the tow man. They had to get that motorcycle out the bottom of the pond to keep from killing that man's fish. This is for the bill that you just got. The rest of this is for contempt of court. Would you like to open your mouth and say something else smart to me while you standing there?" And I said, "No, sir, I would not." He goes, "Funny, you can learn a lesson, can't you? Now, go to house and take the ass whooping your daddy's going to give you, because I'm looking straight at him. I know he's already give you one, but I think he needs to give you another just for good measure." The judge just ordered my daddy to whoop me when we got home. And my daddy obliged that judge and tore me out the frame for a third time. Mm-hmm. 3 times. I never did run from the Georgia State Patrol again. I got lots of tickets from them, but I never did run from them again. I got better sense than that. Now, I said all that to say this. If you're going to fight with the police, be ready to go to jail and be ready to be hurt. I believe that you have the right to stand up and say anything you want to say about anybody you want to say it about. You've got the right to your opinion, no matter whether I accept your opinion and agree with it or not. You have a right to it. Just like those people who believe that I'm a false teacher. They've got a right to their opinion. Let them have after it. That's their right. Okay? That's right, Brother Bud. You have got the right to be a moron. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to exercise that right, but you do have that right. But I also have the right not to give you an audience or to agree with you. But I'm not going to fight the police. I don't want to go to jail tired, sore, and have a knot on my head? Now, in reference to biblical questions, I heard that, X. Now to the subject of biblical questions. If you have any, I'm here to answer them. Let's have them. And we can just chit chat while we're waiting on folks to type. I'm trying to learn a new way to play the guitar. I'm just learning now. This is new to me. I got to learn how to do some chords on it. But it's easier for me to play this way. But my regular chording don't work. Yeah, I got to learn it. There we go. Anyway, I'll get it figured out. I got another guitar that's tuned old standard tuning for me to play. And I do enjoy playing that guitar, and it's a little easier for me to chord. Have a good day, X. Don't work too hard. Well, nobody got a question? And I said, hey, pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I'd give anything to make I don't mind. I do your bidding and be at your beck and call. Never seen anyone look so fine, man. I gotta have her. She's one of a kind. I'm going twice. I'm sold to the lady in the long black dress, which won my heart. It was no contest with ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes, and I'm about to bid my heart goodbye. Hello, Angela. Is it one you want to share, Tony? And too much to text, okay. Yes, ma'am, they do. The witnesses do cause drought. They shut up the heavens where it don't rain. They call down lightning, call down fire. Yeah, boys, they tear up Jack, buddy. Woo!
Just opened up three that I could and didn't get a single one of those.
Okay. Where you gonna post it at, Tony? Post it on Facebook or here on YouTube? Okay. All right. If you leave me tonight, I will cry. Though you say we will soon meet again. For the hours I've spent here with you. Man, I love that song. After the heifers, Pamela, I had a cousin named Pamela. I always called her Pammy. Pamela Willoughby. All right, well. Well, my cousin used to tell me, don't call me Pam, because there are things that sticks to me. And it took me the longest while to figure out what she's talking about. She's talking about the spray stuff you put on a pan. Well, yeah. Well, guys, since there's no questions really, I'm gonna get off of here and try to go pay this last bill I got to pay. Pick up a couple of things in Campbellsville, and so if you message me, I'll be driving. I won't be responding. I don't text and drive. But love you guys, praying for y'all. Thank you for your prayers. Keep praying for this foot, please. Because right now, Lord have Moses, it feels like somebody has smacked the crap out of it with a chainsaw. Love you, honey. Y'all have a great day. Keep it between the ditches and smoky out your britches. And the good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. I see y'all on Monday. Love you. Bye now.